Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's good to be here today. Taking a deep breath. It's been quite the exciting couple of weeks. We had our birthday party, our anniversary birthday party, whatever you want to call it, last week. We just hit our 5-year mark as a project. Good to have you guys with us here. We've got Big Bear in the house. We've got Crypto Casino. We got Hermie. He's up over there. I was like, I'm looking over here at my dashboard. I'm going, where'd he go?
I had to do a double take too. I'm like, where is he? Oh, there he is. He's up top.
Well, I've got this. I'm using a different template because we had planned on having so many more people here last time that I'm not using the normal here. I'm going to see if I can do this. There we go.
Yeah, I'm down the bottom now.
We've got a lot to unpack. I'm going to take a little bit of a deep breath here, and just remind everybody a little bit about the journey to get here. But in the meantime, let's just say hi to Big Bear and Crypto Casino. How's everything there in the UK, my friend?
Absolutely cold. Absolutely freezing. Yeah, so it's about 4 degrees at the moment.
Wow. Well, that's 4 centigrade. So
yeah. On a good note, though, I've brought my computer. I'm in the living room. I don't know what you call it in the US, but front room, living room. So I'm living downstairs for 10 days while the dog recovers from his operation. So I've been sleeping on the couch because he's not allowed up and down the stairs, basically. So
yeah.
So it's quite nice and warm because out in my log cabin, it needs lots of heaters out there. So I'm glad I'm not out there tonight because I'd be absolutely cold out there. Yeah.
Well, we have a couple people in the house here with puppy things going on with puppies. How's yours doing, Hermie?
Cooper's doing okay. He's eating pretty much normal and back to pretty much normal, whining for my wife a lot. So he's doing all right.
Good.
It's a rough road for a minute, but he's doing okay. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, even our dev just about a month or so ago had to take his puppy in for some emergency stuff. We've had with Bella, we had an emergency situation not too long ago. It's when you've got these forgiving, loving, unconditional friends in your house, it's hard not to really take care of them. And I know even Big Bear has just lost one of his housemates. So
about 3 weeks ago now, I think.
Condolences, mate.
But you know what?
It's tough.
These are the important things in life. I mean, it really is. It's we actually got. So 22, 23 years of marriage, we never had pets until the pandemic. And my son was going through some struggles, and we thought, you know what, we need someone in the house that is just happy all the time, just and affectionate, and I mean, it's funny. The kids are all frustrated because when they get home from school, Bella doesn't get really excited. But when Mom gets home, oh my gosh, the entire house lights up. So wish them well in their recovery, and but good to have you guys with us. Appreciate it. We do have a lot to unpack, and I want to kind of put an emphasis on our level of commitment when it comes to doing everything right and making sure that there aren't any issues when we finally are able to go through this process of migration. But and I'm getting ahead of myself again, but I'm just going to kind of go with it, guys. So we've had some really, really, really long, hard deep conversations recently when it comes to our legal compliance, when it comes to commercial, our integration into IRL commercial kind of focus, integrating our banks and our bank accounts into everything that we're doing. We're also looking at market conditions, but ultimately, we're looking at some legal compliance issues that we need to ensure that we don't want to launch too prematurely so that we can truly leverage everything that we're building here. So, most likely, the decision has not been finalized, but most likely we're going to have a call with the attorney, and most likely we may be postponing this countdown. It's the last thing that I want to do, and this is not something I'm excited to announce. But at the same time, and Hermie, asked me a couple questions before this, and because it's real easy to kind of get caught up on the negative aspects of these setbacks, and I've never really looked at problems as setbacks, but opportunities to find better solutions or to overcome setbacks. And so we've had this opportunity in front of us now for the better part of this year. And as we've built and as we've gone through this process, we find new things, we learn new things, we develop new things. I mean, we've gone a completely different direction with how we're developing the accelerator, how we're integrating engagement and community engagement and hype, if you will, into this conversation. And so we've worked really hard to do things in a way that's really going to set some new trends and set some new goals to hit. So so I just want to kind of share that with everybody right now, is that these are the things that are most critical to us at this point: is our legal compliance, commercial integration, bank integration. We had a really good call with Plaid today. So we're looking at Plaid to help manage as a third party the onboarding process so that you can have a verified account so that you can purchase directly on our DApp, and we're also looking at Privy and possibly Crossmint. These are names that we've mentioned in the past, but now we're actually looking at what it's going to take to really truly integrate these things before we launch, not after we launch. That's something that we had been talking about in the past. Is we were thinking that we would comfortably be able to launch without these mechanisms in place. But the more we look at this compliance and the legal aspects of how we're registering the DAO, we want to make sure that all of those boxes are checked ahead of time. We want to make sure that our token holders, when they do finally claim on base, they're claiming into a nice, strong, completely settled foundation. And we have every opportunity from there to truly grow the project. So, yeah, I'm both excited and not, but more excited than anything. I think, is that fair, Big Bear? It's like we were talking about this earlier. It's like I'm still excited, but there's just a few things that a few more boxes that we really want to get checked off before we completely put ourselves in a position that it'll be hard. It'll be harder to integrate it in the future, and that's what we don't want. But
yeah, I mean, building out a project like we are doing, because of the fact that we're a legal entity in the state of Utah, and we're adopting this DAO legislation, and have legal representation helping us through that process. You can throw 3 tires on a car and it probably can get it to go somewhere, but we want to make sure that we get the fourth tire on and all the lug nuts are cinched up tight. So, as a team, obviously we're excited to push this thing to production as soon as humanly possible. But these things take time, and sometimes the world doesn't move as quick as we all want to. And like Metal had said, market conditions, legal compliance, things that there's just a few things that we just want to really button up tight. We want to make sure that this beast is fine-tuned and ready to rip.
Yeah.
So.
And so I want to share this real quick. I'm going to divert, but then I'm going to come back to you, Hermie. So I'm going to give you a minute to think about this, because I know you have been navigating a lot of this as well, and maybe you have a few things to say, kind of to these points. But first, before I'm going to give you just a few minutes, a minute, maybe to think about that. We've had a few questions. So last week we were giving away $5 to 50 people. We're still, I'm going to share this. I'm going to drag this over here onto my screen if I can drag it. Come on. Okay. I want everybody to see this. So we do have our list of winners. Okay. We have not announced this. We still have a few of them to select here, but these are the winners from last week's giveaway for participating in the live stream. And I'm just going to say this. We're going to be looking through today's live stream. I don't know how many we'll pick, but we're going to pick a handful, and we're going to send out some thank you rewards, just like we did here. But I want everybody to see this. So we do have our list of winners from last week. We just processing this many. Big Bear, I don't think we can do this again. It sounded great when we were pitching it and promoting it, but actually getting it executed. So we will be sending these rewards out, and we will be announcing those winners from last week on our Discord here shortly. So I just wanted to get that out there, because I have seen questions. Now we've said it, we've shown it. We can timestamp this point, guys. I'm talking to the ambassadors. Timestamp this point and just say, go watch the live stream. But we're excited to have everybody here. So Hermie, you've been building in this space for quite a long time, and we've had these kind of private conversations where we've talked about, just all the nuances of building in Web3 and in DeFi, as opposed to just structuring a normal company and getting to business. Any thoughts? And I don't mean to put you on the spot, but you joined us today, and I want to say thank you for that. So
I think that the biggest thing, at least in regards to what you guys are going through right now, is the ability to pivot, right? Like, I think with any business, you need to be able to pivot to a certain degree. You don't want to totally get off your path, but in Web3, it seems to happen much more often. Your vision is your vision only until something else comes along that changes your path a little bit. So I think your ability to pivot and do what's right for you guys in the community and for the team is paramount, right? And that ultimately should be the story in anything that you guys are going through, where, whether it be what the market's doing, or whether it be, a meeting with legal that says you need to complete XYZ before you take next steps, whatever. I think that you just need to be prepared for that. I'll double down on that too and say, if you're building in the Web3 space, you can't just build. You have to spend a certain percentage of your time learning and connecting with the people that understand the things that you don't necessarily understand, and potentially get their support and help. It's different than just building in Web 2, where you can kind of, I guess in some cases, crank out businesses and they're all, similar in terms of legal. It's different in Web 3. So I would say to anybody that's listening, I value the team at Axion DAO, and I know that whatever decisions they make, good, bad, whether they're positive or maybe not all positive, that they're for good reasons. And just understand that there's a bigger play here to be sustainable, not necessarily just be a brand that shoots from the hips and tries to get there and do it quickly. So yeah, I don't know whether I'm rambling or not, but I do think it's important to be able to pivot and ultimately do your best to put your best foot forward every single day.
No,
Yeah.
What you said is what I needed to hear. Actually, I mean, we have pivoted, and I think it's being comfortable with the pivot. And I think that's kind of what I'm feeling today. I'm still excited, but I'm digesting this need to pivot just a little bit. But you also hit another critical mass trigger word, and that is sustainable. You know, ultimately, our goal isn't just to launch and be this cute little DeFi project that everybody pats on the head and says, you're doing such a good job. This, keep up the good work. We love what you're doing. Can't wait to see, how it works out. Which we don't get a lot, but from the industry, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are thinking, good luck, patting us on the head. But ultimately, and this is literally, the last few times that Big Bear and I've talked, we've talked about this desire, this goal to not just bring this DAO to life, but to grow it beyond anybody's expectation as far as participation, as far as opportunity. And I really think it boils down to doing everything right and not cutting corners, not skipping steps simply for the fact that we want to get it out or keep our word as far as dates and everything else. This has been a very, very organic learning process. That's the other trigger word that you shared there. And because we're navigating a whole new way of defining a project, truly defining this project as a DAO and having it registered in the state of Utah, have it functioning under those regulations, under those guidelines. And quite frankly, the way we've all thought a DAO should look when we first started hearing this concept of DAOs 8 years ago, 10 years ago, I don't know, however long ago, right? And now there's, and I've said this before, there are plenty of projects out there that they have a DAO component, that they utilize the DAO concepts and philosophy, but and there might even be a few out there that are truly running things as a DAO. But we're not seeing anything like that out of the US, and we're not seeing anything like that is that is out there promoting heavily, getting out there in front of as many eyeballs as possible, which is what our engagement campaign is doing for us right now. Gosh, we just put up an article on Medium, and it's already got 25,000 plus claps on it. I mean, it went up faster than any of our articles have ever done in the past.
It's amazing.
I also got to remember one thing. We got 3 codes to hand out, and I haven't even handed out the first code. So the first code is 5150, 5150. Anybody here in the United States know what a 5150 is? So a 5150 is when you catch someone who's acting a little crazy. And I think to a degree, you have to be a little crazy to do anything in DeFi today. So 5150 is our first number. And I will hand out the next couple of numbers here in short order. So I apologize. We normally try to do this earlier, but we've really kind of been caught up in trying to kind of reset the room, reset the vibe, and ultimately and hopefully get everybody on the same page that in postponing, we're only ensuring our success. We're only trying to ensure that we have checked every box that needs to be checked, every box that we know is there that needs to be checked. And it really has been this last week as we've been digging deeper into the legal compliance, into the onboarding process, into the verification of our members, and making sure that when the time comes, that we stand up to scrutiny. We stand up to anybody who thinks that maybe we should have done things different, or we should have done things better, or whatever. We want to make sure that we can stand up to that scrutiny, and that we can hold our own, and that we truly have something that we can be proud of, and that we can be confident in once we relaunch on base. And that really, everything changes the minute we relaunch on base. Everything changes, and there's no going back. There's no redos in this process. We got one shot to do this right. And I don't want to, that is something that I don't want to have to backpedal even a little bit. So ultimately, we want to make sure that when we do relaunch, that we're completely prepared for that we have all of the boxes checked, and that everything is prepared to move forward and be sustainable. So with that, I'm going to get out the second code already. You know what? I got to look and make sure. I didn't do too complicated this time, guys. I kind of got stuck with the 4 number codes, but so 2025, that's our second number. Real simple, 2025. It's the year we hope to complete this migration. It's the year we plan on completing this migration, but we have to look at everything. So, yeah. Any thoughts, guys?
Just the only good note, guys, on the delay is obviously Bitcoin's down at the moment. So,
well, yeah, and that that the market conditions has come up as part of this conversation, but we don't want market conditions to be the reason, and it's, I mean, definitely not. But yeah, market conditions are also concerning a little bit. The market is acting. The market is performing in a way that wasn't really expected right now, I think. So no one can put their finger on what's going on, and so I think it is important. I think it is the responsible thing is to also take that into consideration, but it hasn't been the focus of any of these conversations we had. Not even one, really. Not until we were talking about it this morning. But you do bring up a good point. It's, the market conditions are also a little uncertain, and so yes, we're also going to take that into consideration. But ultimately, it's the legal compliance, it's the onboarding process, it's the verification process, it's being able to compete with or perform alongside the other projects that we're looking to engage with, like Coinbase, Base, Aerodrome, all of these projects that we want to come in and have them look at us as equals in the level of professionalism that we're bringing to the table as we go through this process. So these are all the mechanisms that we are taking into consideration when we are looking at accomplishing these goals. So, and I really don't have a whole lot more to go over right now. We're not going to have a live stream next week, as many of you know. It is a major holiday here in the United States, so it is our Thanksgiving weekend or Thanksgiving week. So we're not going to have a live stream next Thursday, but I will post a weekly report announcements. So we will still have our weekly report. And I would say before next Thursday, there will probably be at least 1 or 2 announcements specifically centered on rescheduling this migration. And we really can't do that in its entirety till we've had this conversation with the attorney, until we really look at where we're at to finalize the legal compliance of everything that we're doing. And ultimately, we need to have, it'll be nice if we're working with Plaid. I mean, this is top tier. This is top tier. And so we are looking at going through a compliance process with them as well, to make sure that our system complies with their system. And then we're also looking at potentially bringing in CrossMint and or Privy as a ease of onboarding. This is what we really want. We want this to be easy for people to onboard, and so we want to make sure that process, that all the players, all the third-party players, are integrated into this process with us. So. And I'm excited about that. I mean, I'm excited that, we're looking at Plaid. I mean, I didn't think of Plaid, wasn't on my radar until recently. So if we can leverage that and include that in our ecosystem, I think it'll be a big deal. So any other items? I'm trying to think of anything else that we can share on top of what we got going. We're going to continue to move forward. So this is the bottom line. We're going to continue to move forward. We're not going to slow down. We're not going to drop any of our momentum. We're going to have tomorrow. We have our Gartic game day. We had about 150 on this last Tuesday playing Rumble with us. We had 200 plus the week before. And so we're going to maintain that momentum. We had about 150 or so playing Gartic last Friday. So tomorrow is Gartic Day. It's like Pictionary, for those of you who know what Pictionary is. Very fun, very engaging. Our top winners walk away with the winner circle laurel, and our top players in that get the top gamer role, which will give you additional engagement rewards on Discord. We've also met with the SIVA team. They are looking at integrating a few more items for us. They're going to be fixing a couple of bugs so that our members can associate their Twitter accounts with that engagement platform on our server. We're looking at EngageBot. We're looking at doing a week from Friday or a week from Saturday. We're looking at doing the Axion DAO quiz game day. So it'll be an actual quiz around Axion. So you'll be able to come and show how much you know about the project. So those that have been doing their research and doing their due diligence, quite possibly will do really well in this quiz. But it'll be another opportunity to engage with the community. So we're not going to slow down. Nothing's going to change. We're going to continue to push forward. We may even ramp up some of our engagement. Once we have this clarity, we'll kind of reset our goals, and we'll have a couple more announcements around this coming out here shortly. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and hand out the third code. I got to make sure I'm going to give Big Bear one guess. What's our third code?
Cuatro Cinco.
There you go. I got lazy this time, guys. I'll be honest. It was like, my creative juices when I set this up, my creative juices were a little on the low side. So yeah, our third code is 5555. That represents historically in the Axion network and the Axion ecosystem. Original stakeholders set a lot of their original stakes to 15-year stakes. So there's an imperative here, guys, to stick around and to actually see all of this come to fruition. And so we're still confidence is still high. We're still really excited to be pushing forward, and we've got some really awesome new opportunities here in front of us that we're going to explore in detail. So so those are the 3 codes. I'm going to do something that I haven't done yet. I'm going to go ahead and just, hopefully for those who've been paying attention that got to this point, I'm going to repeat all 3 codes. So you'll have all 3 codes. And the other thing is, guys, please don't share these in public. It kind of defeats the purpose. We've had people dropping the codes out there so people can do the quest easy. But so the first one was 5150, 5150. The second one was 2025, 2025. And the last one is 5555, Cuatro Cinco, 5555. And we are going to look at, we'll look at a handful of our, I'm going to go ahead and set this up real quick. We will be looking at a handful of comments here on the threads. I'm going to go back through once we wrap this up and I play us out. I am going to go back through the comments. We're going to throw up. I'll say this. I don't know how many I'm going to throw up, but we'll try. But the ones that I pick are probably ones that will show some love. So we appreciate everybody being here. Guys, you have any parting comments? We're going to go ahead and wrap us up early today. We've got a busy. I've got my daughter singing at the Jubilee of Trees today. So after this, I get to go put on some nice dapper clothes, be all Christmassy and holiday like, and go see her sing at the Jubilee of Trees.
That's awesome.
It's an annual fundraiser for our local hospital, and they primarily focus on children's health, and the money actually goes to improving the quality of care for our area. So it's a pretty big deal. Our local hospital is a nonprofit, and so it's managed very differently than most large hospitals, and it's actually a highly acclaimed hospital throughout the nation. One of the biggest heart research centers is now here in our area. It's pretty cool. So the Jubilee of Trees is a big event every year for us. So I get to go see her sing Noel.
Nice.
Any parting thoughts, Hermie, Cece, Big Bear?
No,
I do have one.
just
Big Bear, sorry.
Sorry.
Super
Yeah.
fast. Star Dogs Mint is Saturday. Major partner of both of ours. Definitely check that out. And today is Darcy Donovan's birthday. So if you want to hit her up in DMs, it's Darcy's birthday.
Oh,
Happy birthday,
Darcy's
Darcy.
birthday. Oh, let's do a tweet. Have to wish her happy birthday. Yeah.
Appreciate you guys. Sorry to interrupt everybody at once.
No worries. No worries. I was just going to say, Metal hit the nail on the head. Our energy is still high. We're still pushing forward. We're going to deliver. We're going to deliver it. We just have to cross a few T's and dot a few I's, and we're coming, and we're doing this. Somebody asked me, why are you still part of Axiom, Big Bear? And I said, listen, I'd be lying to anybody if I said that I wasn't in this to make money or to become successful, because I think we all strive to earn income and be successful and accomplish things in life. The biggest motivation for me is the community, because when we create success for you guys, for the community members, it just creates even more success for us. And if we were able to share all of the things that we have lined up after migration, I honestly think it would blow your mind. So just keep the faith, keep the energy up. You know, it really helps us stay motivated and focused to give you, the community, what we've been promising you. So thank you for your support, and just keep on keeping on.
All right, CC.
Yeah, just enjoy your day with your daughter. And Mike, Hermie, I'd have to have a chat with you because I want you to do us an FTF 100 car in the metaverse.
There you go. Let's do
Nice.
it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, guys, as James and as Big Bear said, look, we've came this far with it. At the end of the day, you want to get it right first time. Yeah, and this is why I've stayed with Axiom throughout the years as well. It's not just the money. Anyone that knows me, it's to do with community as well, and helping each other out as well at the end of the day. So the time will pay off. It will pay off.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. Thank you, guys. And yeah, I'll cap that. You know, ultimately, everything we're doing is for this community. It's the reason I hung in there for 2 years without any compensation. It's because I enjoyed being a part of this community, and I wanted to see this community and those who participated in this project historically walk away with a win. And so we're not gonna give up. We're not gonna walk away from this. We're no way. In fact, we're so invested in this that to do anything other than relaunch this would I can't even process that thought in my mind. I mean, so. So this is, and I think that's why the weight of the responsibility to do this right really is, like you said, Big Bear, it's paramount. It's paramount that, actually, I think it was Hermie that said that. It's paramount that we get this right. So, yeah, excitement is still there. We're still excited to move forward. So I'm going to play us out with this song that Hermie from Metarize created for us a long time ago. Now
It's such a good song too.
Yeah, I love it. It's just, it works perfect. And
Good.
Yeah, and so just look for updates on Discord, and some articles on Medium. We're going to make sure everything is spelled out completely clear, that everybody kind of gets exactly what we're doing, why we're doing it, and what this might look like if we're going to reset everything completely. So yeah, just stay tuned for those announcements. And if you have any issues with anything related to your old stakes, if you're an OG, just go to Discord, open up a ticket. I'm happy to sit down and kind of walk you through anything or help you figure out anything that you need help with. So and we have 5 awesome ambassadors now that are helping us. We've got Crypto B. Some of you might remember him as Crypto Presido, but it's Crypto B. Put on a new hat, a new mantra for his Axion family. And so he's helping out with moderation. I've got Killa and Adonis helping us out with some of our social engagement. Got Mayor Cliff helping us with some of our, we're going to be having some really fun meme-centered quests and contests coming up. So got Mayor Cliff helping with that, and Shieldy's kind of a man of all trades. He's helping with a little bit of everything. So we have a really nice dynamic team on Discord now. We're going to make sure that we continue to maintain the momentum we have, and but we're going to just do a take a deep breath, kind of reset the room, and figure out exactly what we need to do so that when we kind of do this, it's done right, and it's done, and we only have to do it once. So that's the goal. So appreciate everybody joining us today. Appreciate you being on here with us live, and just be sure to get out there and help us get the word out. Share this presentation, give us a comment, all the kind of fun stuff, all the fun stuff that we do. And really the engagement that we're getting from the community is the lifeblood of this project, and it's the beating heart of this project. So we want to make sure that that you guys are all taken care of. So with that, all 3 codes have been given out. Go back, listen through if you missed them, and I'm going to go ahead and play us out. Appreciate it, guys. See if this will work.
We ready to ignite. We blasting off tonight. Axion down in the cloud with the crowd in the frenzy. Pound in the ground, engine sound like a Benz G. In Kamalin to rise in the skylines lit. Rocket climb like a rhyme when the lines all hit. Doing D5 better, together forever. Meta rides more like leather than pleather. Migration to base, the flight plans drawn. The future is now. Yeah, the mic stays on. Got a 50K giveaway. Big today. Don't faint from the news, man. You okay? Doing D5 better. Together we stay. We're just getting started. Hear the crowd say, hey, Axion down. Those engines lit. Migration to base. The perfect fit. Future of crypto in a brand new way. Axion down. 50K giveaway. Fast lane frame. Hey. With the game in the gearbox. Meta rides heat. Make the street lights teardrop. Code mode load like a rhyme in the riddle. Every chain link thick has the bass in the middle. Moon zoom boom when the room gets louder. Axion strong like 4 bars from your router. We don't just chase, we replace that pace. Got the bass so laced they can't trace our race. Got a 50K giveaway, big today. Don't faint from the news, man, you okay? Doing D5 better, together we stay. We're just getting started, hear the crowd say, hey, Axion down, those engines lit. Migration to base, the perfect fit. Future of crypto in a brand new way. Axion down, 50K giveaway. Fuel in the fuse when the boosters ignite. Income island, they rockets take flight. Octane flame, every launch stays vital. 50K flip, got the grip on the title. Meta rides drift with the lift on lock. Every tick-tock click, push the rocket clock. This is next gen flex on the ledger page. Axion down, future set center stage. Got a 50K giveaway, big today. Don't faint from the news, man, you okay? Doing D5 better, together we stay. We're just getting started, hear the crowd say, hey, Axion down, those engines lit. Migration to base, the perfect fit. Future of crypto in a brand new way. Axion down, 50K giveaway. 50K giveaway.
I didn't get a count of how many. We had like 1,500 comments last time. I didn't see the count today, but a lot of great comments. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody being here with us. Appreciate you, Hermie, CC, Big Bear. Let's get out there and let's get it done. Again, I'm going to go take a break, but I'll be back in a couple hours, and we will be working on taking care of all of the comments from last week's live stream. I did share the list here on the live stream, and we will be sharing who those winners were. So we've already given out the codes. So if you missed them, go back and watch through. Appreciate everybody, and gosh, we'll see everybody tomorrow for Gartic Games. And I got a space on X. There's always something happening.
Always something happening.
Take care, guys.
All right,
Axion, baby. Let's go.
Here we go. Cheers.